Hello everybody, welcome back to M.O.O.S.E, and we have got a Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy Color run for you, between Spriven and Burb, two of the very best runners this game has to offer. I am Junkyard Dave, but more British, and we're going to be getting this race going here. This is going to be on the colour version as well, which was released in 2000 in the EU, in just the EU actually. Yeah, the game was initially released in 91, so this is a more updated version with a cross sub-weapon, and it's a little bit faster. So I'm going to give our runners a countdown here in the Discord so we can get going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do I spell go? Oh yeah, there we go. G-O, there we go. 2 letters, Wyvern. And now we're going to be getting going right into Cloud Castle, which is where this game follows the story of Christopher Belmont. Again, this is his second game. His first game, he killed Dracula in about 5 frames per second as a PowerPoint presentation. This game, he's in his 40s now. You know, he's had a rough time of it. He thought he was retired from killing Draculas. Unfortunately, his son, who was supposed to get take over, was like brainwashed, or he was possessed, or bribed with a Fortnite battle pass. I'm not entirely sure. But now Christopher's got to pick up the whip again, and he's got to go and sort things out. So our runners are going to make their way through Cloud Castle here. Oh, hang on, I've just noticed Burb apparently was on the wrong version of the game, was on the speed hack version of the game, which would have run a lot faster. So do we restart here? I'm not certain. I guess I'm confused. Oh god! Spriven! You hear us? Spriven! Spriven! It's all gone wrong, Spriven! No! No! Hang on, I'll try and get Spriven. Bird was on wrong version. Oh god, it's all chaos, it's fine. Uh-oh. Everything's fine. Maybe? I don't know. I think we were just talking about Spriven has more than one monitor now. Uh-oh. This is... Laxus, it's not my fault. It's not... Look, it's tech issues. It's not my fault for once. Everything's fine. Okay, so we're just going to be watching this nice race here between Spriven and Spriven. Spriven's going to be going against Spriven here, and I think Spriven's got a good chance against Spriven. This is good. Oh, Burb's going as well, so I guess we're still on. Everything's on fire, but that's okay. Fun history here is that in marathon runs, the runners are both 1 apiece actually. So this is the tiebreaker, and it's off to an excellent start. I think Spriven might just be a little bit ahead, but we can equalise it and time it out and use the magic of editing. But everything will be fine. So where is Spriven? Spriven is somewhere. He's making his way through Cloud Castle here. Both runners in this will be going for every scary jump, which are not usually particularly what we would call in the trade marathon safe, but that's fine. Wait, where's Spriven? Oh wait, hang on. I was thinking Burb was Spriven, Spriven was Burb. That's excellent. Okay, no, Spriven's actually in the last level. Going to go for the task jump here, which is pixel perfect, frame perfect, and sub-pixel dependent. So it's all of the scary words that the speedrunners don't like and keeps them up at night. Well, let's see if Spriven gets it here. Oh my god, and actually gets it. Oh, that is actually really, really difficult to do. It's like sometimes it's either the sub-pixel basically makes it either frame perfect, a free frame window, or impossible. So it's always fun. There's a and Spriven I think gets the quick fight on the boss follow up there. This is actually a good start for Spriven. I know Spriven was saying like he might go for an extra scary jump at the end as well if this ends up on world record pace, but this is actually a really good start, I think. So let's go. Burb making the way through the jellyfish room here, which are RNG. Also picks up some secret meat there, the best type of meat indeed. Yeah, the jellyfish are RNG, can do a couple of different patterns. Oh, Spriven finally notices that I'm on the wrong version. Do we keep going now? Oh, Spriven's reset. Oh, yeah. Yep, so Burp, yep, okay, everything's fine. Burp there with the very high IQ race strategies by you know, affecting the sort of the next race here. Spriven got the task jump, but the Burb's like, no, I'm going to reset this one. Okay, excellent strategy. Okay, right. Right, okay, we can fix this. Okay, everyone, welcome back to M.O.O.S.E. Meme, ordinary, obscure speedrunning. Everything's fine. This is fine. More fine. Gonna have both runners here. Do some running. We're gonna win. This is Belmont's revenge. This is a game we've not seen before. This is new, exciting. Oh wait, hang on. I'm rambling here. Am I counting down? Uh-oh. This is excellent. I love it when things work out well. Okay. I'll count down again. If I could type. Oh, hang on. Okay. Okay, I've managed to spell again wrong. That's excellent. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're thinking with portals. I see runners. I see them picking Cloud Castle, and I'm seeing runs start. Let's go. Okay. So this is Cloud Castle again. What were we saying last time? I mean, this is the first time. What am I talking about? Everything's fine. Yeah, there's just some whipping and some jumping going along. Christopher moves quite slowly, so there are some screens where there's not much going on. He's just making its way through, you know, throwing out a few whips and all as well. Okay, so yeah, there's no rush. Just got to catch this platform. No one's in a rush for this. Just takes a while to wait. It'd be great if you could catch like the early cycle there, but unfortunately, it's not quite possible. Picking up a cheeky holy water here. Oh, that's something to mention, is that if most people played the US or the EU version, that would have had an axe sub-weapon instead of the cross. The JP release actually did originally have a cross, and when they did the re-release of this game on the color, which is what we're racing on today, in the EU, that was also the cross. So it just changed up the strats quite a bit. I do believe it's theoretically slightly faster, just cross strats alone, and then being on the color also makes it run somewhat faster. I can't remember by how much. I have a feeling it's like 20 plus seconds, something like that. But yeah, we're going to make our way through past the scary spikes here. Picking up a second cheeky whip upgrade, which will give the whip a nice fireball effect, which could be a little bit useful for some long distance evildoer slaying. As we see the cheeky cross being thrown out. This is a fun castle. This is what we call jail, Cloud Castle jail. Usually because of task jump. Oh my god! Imagine if Spriven misses it this time. That's going to be so sad. Imagine if Spriven misses it and Burp gets it. Oh god, that's going to be peak sort of Castlevania right there. Making our way through. Praying Hands playing. Very, very good song. The music in this game, just across the board, is pretty excellent. It's very, very, very good soundtrack. Honestly, this game's worth playing. I think the first one, what this is a sequel to, which is Castlevania Adventure, that game is utterly terrible and not particularly worth playing. And I think that puts a lot of people off playing this one. But this one's actually pretty good. It's definitely worth it. Now we're making our way into the gear climb room. I don't think I mentioned this last time because everything was on fire, but you can do some quick gear boosts here, which can be a little bit scary, but shouldn't be a problem for top runners like Spriven and Burp. Made their way through with very little problem. Does make HP quite low, and something else to mention is that the Punaguchi there, which is the spitting thing that's spitting out some evil pizzas. They can give usually two different patterns, either a low pizza pattern or a high pizza pattern. But we're making our way into the last room, so both runners are going to go for task jump again. I really hope they both get it. Come on. It's such a difficult jump, though. You can never really reliably get it. Especially with the sub. There's no way to control the sub-pixel, and some sub-pixels just make it impossible. Oh no, Spriven missed it! And Burp can't try it now. Burp can't try it because of the getting hit by the pizza, so... In a way, maybe that's a win, because it's so likely that you die on that jump. Because Burp couldn't technically attempt it, now gets to kill the boss first. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that gives Burp a lead here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. It's definitely recoverable, and again, there's still 3 more particularly scary jumps coming up that can equalise things for sure. That is test jump over and done with. As I said, it's frame perfect, pixel perfect, and what's the word? Yeah, sub-pixel dependent, and all around rather scary and concerning. We're gonna do some whip only strats here on this boss. Should be fine. Actually, pretty quick actually with just the whip there. That's quite impressive. Nicely done by Spriven. And now we move on to Crystal Castle, where there's some water. And we're kind of going to jump when the water's pushing against us, just so we can keep some good forward momentum going. But then also we can use the water to push us forward in certain parts. It's not particularly clear when the water's which direction the water's pushing you in sometimes. At least, oh no, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Probably, I don't know. Okay, so Spriven picks up an extra whip upgrade there. I don't know where the backup cross is here. I'm sure there's one round somewhere, but got to try and get that back as soon as possible, ideally. Getting rid of a couple of enemies, making our way through the nice castle of crystals. Oh, Burb fell down there. That's actually quite a significant time drop, and suddenly we're equalised again. Or almost equalised. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think Burb just fell over. Oh dear. Well, that makes things more interesting. We're nearly back neck and neck again. Ooh, and that's awesome stuff indeed. We've got New Messiah playing in the background here. If anyone wants to look up this track, very good indeed. This was the only track when they made Adventure Rebirth, which was another Christopher Belmont game. This was the only sort of track from the first 2 games that came over, I believe. It's quite a good one. And we've got some, like, fishers jumping up. I think the fishers? I'm not actually sure what they are. I'm going to assume the fishers. They're jumping up from the water. I always thought they were somewhat random. I actually don't know entirely how they work. They were random for me, but that might just be a quote-unquote skill issue. Yep, Burb dealing with another Punaguchi. I think you can do a damage boost through that one, but that's better be safe than sorry here. Picking up a cheeky 1-up as well, which actually is probably smart here. You know, with the potential deaths you might take later due to some of the scary jumps that the runners have agreed to go for. Now, in this next room, Burb's going to be doing a boost on the spikes here. Might just take the damage boost directly from the spikes. You can jump onto them, which is slightly quicker. Burb elects just to take the damage boost. It's such a small difference that it's definitely worth just playing it safe there, especially in a marathon setting. Because if you mess up the timing of the jump, it will take an extra hit, and that makes things a bit dicey. Damage boosting through the knife thrower here. Ooh, that looks scary, but that worked out really well actually with the timing of the cross throw. That was awesome. Coming through here. It's down the fish, which is nice. Whipping that fish there is really strange. Like, if you whip it too late, the whip won't hit it, but if you whip it really early, like, the whip will hit it. I think there's something very odd about how the hitbox works there. Spriven gets a bit of a bad jellyfish pattern. That's okay, runners are still pretty close here now. Coming up to the boss. There's not too much to this boss. You can... It's a boss that you'll kind of stand there, you can get some hits in with the whip and the cross, and then it'll teleport away. And I can't remember exactly how many cycles now the optimal is, but generally every runner will hit him and kill him in the same number of cycles. The difference is that sometimes the last cycle will be slightly quicker if you're able to get in like 5 hits per round earlier. Yeah, not too much, it can't really hit you in the corner. Runners will often actually take purposeful damage here to end the level on lower health, which is a little bit faster. Some good fights here, and yeah, again, it's going to be pretty neck and neck here, honestly, which is really awesome going into Rock Castle. As the orb flies, we don't collect the orbs in this, you know. Usually you're used to Belmonts picking up the orbs. In this, they fly away. But don't worry, important lore story implications that it'll come back later. Waiting for the countdown. Alright, Rock Castle. This seems to make more sense, right? This is... You know, I think Rock Castle, you know, made of stone. That for a castle that makes a little bit more sense. I think it was the first sort of summer vacation house Dracula built before he started having a fever dream and making castles out of clouds and plants and crystals. Anyway, this song is called Psycho Warrior, and there's a lot going on here. You've got mudmen falling from the ceiling, so kind of having to know when they're going to drop. Just preparing for the holy water as well. It's quite cool. Gotta be prepared for that. Something else you'll see runners do is they'll try and jump on the ropes throughout the game, rather than just walk onto them. It's slightly faster. It can be very easy to mess up, but it just save a little bit of time overall. You know, Belmont's Revenge is often a game of, you know, small edges and small frames you can sort of save and find hiding around the place. Got these jumping enemies. I can't remember what these enemies were called now. They had a strange name, if I remember rightly. I think people usually call them like frogs or moles or something. Gotta wait for the little spikes to come out here, but both runners having a good start to Rock Castle. Ooh, that one's that's looking dicey. Burb taking an extra hit there, which is a little unfortunate. You don't really want to be taking extra hits in Rock Castle. Like some castles, it's okay. You know, like Plant Castle, which we've got coming up next, there's meat for days, so it's not too big of an issue. Rock Castle, though, tends to get a little dicey, and so you want to be fairly careful. And there we go. Spriven finally gets the cross back. So I wasn't actually able to get the cross back at all in Crystal Castle. I had to wait till Rock Castle here. This is a room where I think if you whip the candles in here, it changes to like darkness, and those like sort of spherical creatures you see up top come alive. But so we're going to try and avoid that. These eyeballs explode. Unfortunately, Burb taking a hit from one there. That's quite unfortunate indeed. Hopefully the health routing isn't going to be too messed up here. And it's the same in this room, so just avoiding hitting the candles here, making them come alive. I didn't know this is what caused it for the longest time. I just saw the enemies randomly come alive occasionally. I'm like, oh no, that's scary. There we go. You see alive. They came alive right at the end there with the whipping of that candle, but luckily no impact. I'm reading that apparently Spriven had the cross in the previous castle. Really? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's all scary. Do. Spriven doing a very quick, and Burr both getting really quick Punaguchi boost there. You've kind of got to remember that screen's coming, so you can do a very quick hold right and whip. So, I mean, that's kind of the thing when learning this game in general, because there's not too many screens that scroll. There's a lot of screen transitions. You've got to remember what screen's coming up a lot, because there's so many screens where you've got to instantly be doing something. Both runners very close here. Now you can do a quick fight on this boss. It's not getting the quick fight here is not a bundle of time difference. It just kind of stops him jumping up one final time. But there's two phases. Phase 2 is just breaking off his armor. Yeah. Spriven getting the quick fight there. I think Burb taking a slightly slower route, but that's fine. I've just noticed Burb has the holy water. Spriven has the cross. I'm assuming something was maybe not meant to happen here. My extensive knowledge coming in clutch. Yeah, neck and neck here. Spriven's actually retaken the lead after that death, which is quite impressive. As we move into Plant Castle, I like Plant Castle. We're gonna get to listen to Ripe Seeds, which is a good song as well. It's a fairly comfy castle. The boss at the end can be a little bit scary, especially in this version. It's very difficult to get the quick kill in this version. I mean, look at this. Look how comfy this is. Like little flowers opening up in the background as you walk past. You know, I like this castle a lot. This might be my favourite one. Ooh. Gotta be careful of this room because the spikes like that can hit for a large amount. You don't ideally want to get hit by them. That's a bit of a concerning start for Spriven there, but that's fine. I think that's fine. The thing is, if any castle that's going to happen in, it's better to happen in Plant Castle because there's meat everywhere. You know, it may be Plant Castle, but it's absolutely full of meat. Oh, this is a cool strat here, and with the holy water. Usually you can take like damage boosts off the eyeballs, but if you switch to holy water here, you can actually dissolve them, and so they don't explode and destroy the bridge below you, which is kind of a cool detail. little bit faster as well. Oh, actually, it's technically not faster than the most optimal damage boosts, but the most optimal damage boosts are very difficult to do. I'm still doing better than some commentators. Thank you, Dave. Well, actually, I'm not Wyvern. I am now Junkyard Dave, but more British, so that's fine. Climbing up this climb here. There's not too much going on here. Just gotta whip the Richards. That was very close to hitting Burb there, but managed to get the holy water going. Holy water's actually not bad. You know, I always thought it was pretty bad in this game, but it's actually, at least by the top runners here, being used very effectively. So wait slightly to throw the cross there. Herb electing to instead take a slightly faster damage boost, which actually catches them up a bit with Spriven. Nice stuff indeed. Another jellyfish room, so more RNG. Both runners seem to deal with it okay. Burb has to stop a little for that extra. Oh! Spriven got there. That was not good. I'm not sure if it was the jellyfish or it must have been the spikes, because I'm pretty sure Spriven still had enough HP left there, so unfortunately got by the spikes there. I'm not sure if he just misjudged how much HP was left after some of the earlier problems that happened in this level. That is a little bit of a concern. That does give Burb a notable lead here. But at least the cross is back quickly. That's the important thing. Spriven forgot that couldn't spike there. That was very unfortunate. But there's still plenty of chances to equalise. As I said, every runner is going to be going for the more difficult jumps coming up in the next two castles. It's okay. Everything's fine. And it could still be anyone's race. Burb's coming up to these spiders here. You can actually whip the block, sort of the floor there, before you get off the ropes to, I think it's a 1-up in there, but it allows you to get off the ropes slightly quicker, but it's only a very small time difference. And once again, dissolving a few eyeballs before finally breaking one to get down to the next screen a little bit quicker. Poor eyeballs, just going about their business, you know, rolling through the world without a care, hoping they don't explode. And then along comes someone to dissolve them with holy water, you know? It's a bit rude, really, you know? I hope they got at least, like, very good hazard pay from, like, Dracula. But anyway, enough about that. Burb's doing this boss. I think they're called Cumulo and Nimbler? Or something like that. This is a very difficult boss to do quickly, but that looked a pretty quick fight from Burb there. You can see Spriven breaking apart the floor, like I mentioned earlier, to get off those ropes slightly quicker. Slight time save there. Now, so Burb's going to be moving into the Drac Castle 1, the first part of Dracula's castle. So, you know, we've destroyed all of Dracula's summer homes now. Now it's time to break into his main mansion, which rises up from the ocean. So I imagine it's going to be a bit waterlogged, right? I try to think, you know, what's going to happen to all the carpets in there. Good God! It also looks very oddly futuristic, like it's from the Jetsons or something. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's see how Spriven's boss fight goes here. It's from crosses, gets some whips going. Oh, unfortunately, a bit of an awkward fight here from Spriven, but manages to get there in the end. Gets the bosses defeated fairly promptly. Okay, so moving on now to Drac Castle 1 for Spriven here as well. Making their way through. I can't remember what the song's called for Drac Castle 1, honestly. It's a very good one. It's still an original track. In the next castle there's a couple of classical pieces of music that he used, but still got some cool original music here, making their way past all the birds. We do have a scary jump coming up somewhat soon in this castle, called the Stupid Jump. Quite aptly named as well, because it's incredibly risky. Saves about 2 seconds, and unfortunately can often kill the runner. Ooh, Bird nearly got hit by a bat there. That was really playing with fire. That could have gone quite badly, especially with the timing of the spikes there. So we still got a few jumps that can swing this race. I mean, Burb's definitely ahead here, but we've got Stupid Jump coming up, we've got Thoughts and Prayers Jump coming up, and we've got Leap of Faith. So any one of those could definitely help equalise things a little bit. This is a really scary room that Burb's in. I hate that room so much. I can't imagine it must be even worse with the cross as well. Because it's so easy to get hit by one of the pizzas there, but Burb navigates that really well. So Burb, next screen will be the Stupid Jump. Let's see how it goes. Has all the HP to do the correct damage boost here, I do believe. It's gonna look very dicey, and it's very that's actually can't do the Stupid Jump anymore. So unfortunate for Burb here, or maybe fortunate, I suppose, depending on one's point of view. I can't actually attempt Stupid Jump, so couldn't attempt Chast Jump, unfortunately, because of the setup, and couldn't attempt Stupid Jump either. So does skip that there. The Spriven, there we go. Spriven going through the concerning evil pizza room here. And just to navigate it through alright as well. I mean, if Spriven can get Stupid Jump, that would equalise it. I mean, only by about 2 seconds, but every little helps here. The accidental safety strats are definitely paying off for Burb for sure. As Burb makes their way to the Bone Dragon boss. Spriven about to take on Stupid Jump. Boosting onto the spikes, and then unfortunately misses the first jump onto the platform. So that wasn't actually the quote-unquote Stupid Jump part. That was the jump before the Stupid Jump. So you have to get onto the platform first, and then make the really tricky jump. But it's when you're so close to the edge, though, that's so easy to do. So very unfortunate for Spriven. It's another death. Wisely decides not to go for it again, and also makes it a little easier to get the cross back up there. Picks up some meat as well, so it gets into the boss. So there's still some scary things coming up that could swing the tide of this race for sure. One good thing about the room Spriven's in at the moment is you can just kind of walk off there and walk through it. That's a lot less scary than it looks as well, it makes it a nice comfy room. Oh, Burb can't go for Thoughts and Prayers Jump either, unfortunately. Got hit by the initial enemy, so once again, accidental safety strats coming in clutch. Thoughts and Prayers Jump is not too bad. It's a free frame window, but it's still scary, especially this far into the run. See how Spriven gets on with the Bone Dragon boss. This boss isn't too bad once you've got into a rhythm with it, but I think there's like a really fast kill that's like ridiculously tricky to get. Start from Spriven here though, hitting the boss while he's off screen, which is nice. Misses a couple of hits there though, so this fight will go on slightly longer. Making their way through Drat Castle 2 fairly okay so far. Doesn't seem to be any major problems. Is electing not to take the spike boost here, which means it's a bit of a time loss here. So again, that's somewhere Spriven can catch up a little bit. I wonder if Burb will take the second spike boost here. Okay, opts to take the second spike boost, which I think is smart on full health there for sure. Definitely some time Spriven can save here. Let's see if Spriven gets Thoughts and Prayers Jump. Nope. I'm not sure if maybe the start there messed up the positioning of the platforms, because those platforms did not look like they wanted to line up at all there. Burb about to go to the Leap of Faith. Gets the meat and then tries to line it up here. And then completely misses the platform there. So misses Leap of Faith. So that's where Spriven can take a bit of time. Fortunately for Spriven, missing Leap of Faith is not too costly of a time loss. So you can see Burb's already right back in that same room. Oh, but it's getting hit by the bat, so that's quite unfortunate. It has to reset the room a few times here. That's really unfortunate. There's different ways you could approach this room. You can do some really quick gear boosts as well, like we saw in Cloud Castle. And then Burb takes a death on them as well. That was... I wasn't sure exactly with the frame rate there what happened there, but that looked like a lot of damage very quickly. Very unfortunate for Burb. And suddenly, Spriven is, clawing his way back into it here. Still quite a bit of a lead for Burb, I think, but it's definitely, I think, equalizable here, especially if Solyu goes wrong. Or Spriven tries to go for the first spike jump strat. We'll have to be a bit patient there. Unfortunately, slightly mistimed it. I like too that they agree sort of go for all the hard strats here. I hate this room that Burb's in at the moment as well. It's another really annoying one with the bat flying around everywhere, trying to hit you. It's so annoying, especially when you don't have the axe in this version to hit it while it's in the air like that. It's so annoying to try and deal with. Okay, let's see how Spriven gets on with the Leap of Faith. Oh, couldn't go for it there. Did an accidental whip, or the whip went on too long, so couldn't... I think the jump input would have been eaten there. Alright, so wasn't able to go for Leap of Faith. That's okay. Through the gear room here. Certainly you've seen why these hard strats are not usually marathon safe. I think every single one has gone wrong for both runners in this race, unfortunately. We did see in the previous start of the race, though, Spriven did get task jump, which is the hardest of the lot, so that was certainly very impressive. There is a spider jump at the end here as well. I was asking what this jump was called earlier, and apparently it didn't have a name other than like the spider jump or the one-framer, so I think in honour of Spider-Man I'm going to call it the Tobey Maguire jump, but both runners, no need to go for it. I think certainly it's even harder than most of these other jumps as well, so definitely don't need to go for it. Play it safe. Now I have a sudden urge to watch an old Spider-Man movie again. Anyway, Burb making the way to the Solyu fight, which is very tricky and very easy to mess up, especially with the cross. No, it's not easy. I've seen many speedrunners say very many sweary words with this boss. Starts throwing some crosses here. Looks very low HP though. He's going to have to try and play this very safe. This is looking a little dicey. I mean, if this is a really slow fight, this could help Spriven maybe try and catch up. I don't think it'd be quite enough though. I think we'd probably need a death to see things equalise here. Okay, but Burb manages to navigate that fight safely, which is very good. Going, oh goodness, Maria! I didn't even know you could do that. Somehow manages to pick up the meat there, just about going for the Punaguchi boost. I don't even know how that happened. Usually, if you get knocked back there, it usually kills you before you can pick up the meat. But that's really interesting. Well done by Spriven there to survive that. Burb makes their way to Dracula here. Optimally, Dracula's a free cycle fight. It's not actually too difficult in this version with the cross, or at least that's what I've been told. It can sometimes still go wrong, sometimes Dracula's like balls go everywhere and it's all a bit concerning. So it's not a very well designed fight, this. I think this is a horrible part of what's otherwise a very good game. It's just an absolutely really badly designed fight. Spriven also having to play Solyu a little safer here. It's getting a little dicey. Oh wow, survives. That's really scary. Burb trying to throw the crosses here. Will this be... Okay, it won't be quite a free cycle for Burb. Spriven survives Solyu, and Burb's about to get the final hit on Dracula here. Oh my god, dies at Dracula! Doesn't have the cross now. Wait. Okay, Burb will probably know the backup positions here, because the way this fight's designed... it's almost basically a trial and error memory test. You have to know what position to stand in for every spawn, because you can't really react to where the balls are going in time. So if Spriven gets there quick enough, might actually be able to take this. I'm not sure how. I think the whip only fight's usually pretty slow. If Spriven gets a good free cycle here, I think this is Spriven's race. We're both getting a few hits in initially here. We've only got 3 HP left. Oh my god, this is actually going to be really close. I don't think this is going to be a 3 cycle for Spriven. This could be a 4 cycle. Oh my god. Oh, it's 1 hit short. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! I think Spriven takes it. What the... Whoa, that got real very quickly at the end there. I think that was Spriven. At least according to the feeds that I'm seeing, I think Spriven was slightly did it slightly quicker there. Like, well, timing ends when, like, I don't actually know when timing ends. I think it ends like when Dracula's kind of disappearing, that skull kind of appears.
Yeah,
I'm not sure the exact time.
That was seconds apart. Because I timed where Spriven stopped moving, and then Burb was already done. So it was like I don't know. I guess you can tell, like, the text coming up, who sees it first, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we can do it that way. That was ridiculously close.
It's close. What is this?
Oh my god! And we get to see the runners. That's incredible. That was. Whew.
It's frames apart, whatever it is, like.
But they've both done it. The battle's over. The Count's evil plan has been crushed by 2. I hope Solyu makes up for it. You know, I better buy him a good Father's Day gift, if I'm being honest, after putting him through that, you know.
Well, that was an insane ending. Yeah, I reverted. Sorry, I muted you temporarily and I muted myself.
Oh, I was muted. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, everybody heard me cracking my knuckles.
I'm not valued here anymore. I was brought in as the British judge. I've not been valued.
Man, that's insane. Whatever just happened. Like, I'm not sure who won that. Like, the timer shouldn't be trusted. So, like, GG to both people. But, like, yeah, that was crazy.
Everyone's a winner. We're all winners.
Yeah, we'll have to at some point go back. Literally, they did start almost at the same time. Yeah, there's no latency, or there shouldn't be any latency. So you would have to go back and, like, actually frame count this one, because the timers are lying.
It's all lies.
Yeah.
So we started off at 1 apiece. Who knows? Maybe it'll be exactly imperfectly the same and it's still 1 apiece. I think Spriven won it.
Yeah, like it's by frames, whatever it is. So this was a fantastically cool race, but didn't expect that.
Olo says to do an any percent Pogi race for the tiebreaker. Well, I'm on board with this personally. I think that's exactly what we need.
Well, if you
I think if I asked Riven and Burb to do that, I might receive a few swear words, so maybe not, but we'll see.
Probably, yeah. I don't think Spriven was a huge fan of Dreamworld Pogi, so...
I think we all are very big fans of Pogi, deep down. When we really search our hearts for the truth of Pogi, I think we're all quite big fans.
Well, you guys can feel free to say whatever for the outro thing or whatever. I'll mute myself properly this time. I won't censor you. So feel free to say whatever you want to say. And Spriven and Burb, if you want to jump in, feel free to.
Okay. Do we have Spriven or Burb? Are they around? Are they here to talk about that race at all? Or maybe was it just me? If it's just me, then hello, hi. I can see Burb in the chat. I would like to apologise. We meant to go for all the hard jumps and managed to mess up just before each and every one, so couldn't go for them. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate indeed. Yeah, that can happen though. If you don't get the setup for some of these like jumps like spot on, you can't really go for them because you just know if you go for them, it will never work. So it's got to be a very specific way of going for them there. But it worked out very well. That was ridiculously close at the end. Like both Spriven and Burb, you know, very well to come back from like things going wrong in that run. I think that's what impressed me the most is the way they adapted to when things didn't quite go to plan. I thought it was very impressive. It's like Spriven's a pixel ahead. Yeah, it is ridiculously close. I'm not sure if they both started exactly the same time. I think it's within frames. Yes, I probably should answer. I'm just sat here. Well, thank you everyone for having us. If Spriven and Burb don't wanna pop in at all, then I will say thank you for having us as a part of the M.O.O.S E, or a part of the M.O.O.S E event. The M.O.O.S E just we are all part of the M.O.O.S E. Okay, I'm rambling. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much to our runners Spriven and Burb. Best of luck everyone with the rest of the event. Thank you so much to Junkyard Dave for having us and for hosting this. It's a lovely event. Have a lovely day everyone, and toodles.